So a Claxton bell rings and all work stops. All missile capsule crews immediately authenticate their emergency war order message from Strategic Air Command headquarters, and while usually routine, such messages can be deadly serious. So I still have nightmares about my 2.5 years on the missile combat crew with launch command authority for 50 ICBMs. Before my fellowship, I was the chief nuclear officer for the Nevada National Security Site, where I worked on surface power for the moon and for Mars. Prior to that, I had done all things nuclear for the US Air Force, from nuclear operations, testing, design, and space reactor power. I also taught at the Air Force Academy. But now I want to save the world. So I'm the Glenn T. Seaborg Science and Engineering Policy Fellow. I work for Representative Marcy Kaptur, who's the ranking member for the Energy and Water Development Subcommittee of Appropriations. My portfolio includes nuclear security, cybersecurity, economic redevelopment, and infrastructure reinvestment. Nuclear technology was born out of war, but it was soon recognized that it was also had enormous potential for good. So President Eisenhower instituted the Atoms for Peace program, which led to the IAEA and the NPT treaty. This technology offers the promise of virtually carbon-free energy, but also much, much more. Desalination, synthetic gas, food sterilization, many others. But it's been plagued by other issues. We now have solutions to these issues, but the public doesn't know this. Hence, the need for nuclear humanism, advocating world-changing technical solutions for clean energy that in turn will enable plentiful clean water, raise the developing world out of poverty, and prevent future eco-wars. TMI and Fukushima caused no radiation-induced deaths, and scientific studies show that there's no public health hazard from the radioactivity either. And an accident similar to Chernobyl could not happen in any other type of plant due to design differences. More importantly, advanced reactors offer inherent safety. The nuclear waste problem is not a technical problem, it's a political problem. Effective non-proliferation policy should prevent diversion of fissile material by state, subnational groups, or terrorist groups. All states must adhere to the NPT and its safeguards protocols, as well as the additional protocol. At COP21, 4 of the world's top climate scientists presented research showing the increased urgency of fully decarbonizing the world. And they showed that renewables alone cannot meet the goal of limiting global warming to 2 degrees C. They stressed that expansion of nuclear power is essential to avoid dangerous human interference with the climate this century. And this week, Wednesday, New York Times Magazine published a similar report, and I encourage you to read that. So what's next for me? I expect to return to Nevada, where I'm going to work on the ground test, probably, for the nuclear thermal propulsion for mission to Mars. After that, maybe I'm going to run for the House of Representatives.